It's another dark, cold evening here in Hitchin town centre, and we're still on the trail of the most scary, haunted places in town. Tonight, we're revisiting one of our earlier investigations here at the George in Bucklersbury. Strange noises were heard, footsteps across the ceiling, things being thrown at us, orbs of light everywhere. What's happened since we were last here? Well, we're here to take a look around. My name's Ray Cordell, this is Bev Kinsey. We're Haunted Hitchin. Is that moving? We're picking stuff up. There we go again. Can't explain that. Originally a merchant's house, it became a pub in 1676 and was then known as the Falcon. In later years, it became known as the Beehive, and then the George after George Washington, whose secretary, the Reverend William Gordon, lived in Hitchin.
I remember one Monday I was sitting down here on this table, and I was doing the bookkeeping work, and Lee was actually behind the bar.
Right.
And all of a sudden I heard this smash on the floor. Lee started panicking, wondering what had happened, and one of our martini glasses from the top shelf behind the bar literally just come flying off and just smashed on the floor. There's also been other incidents with glasses, you know, that literally they'll be in the middle of the table and they'll just end up smashing on the floor without anyone being around them or anything.
How does that make you feel? Do you feel uneasy?
Yeah, a little bit. Sometimes it, like, especially because I work up in Bogart's upstairs.
Right.
Now, when I open up on my own and I walk through the door, all the lights are off. It's pitch black. It is a bit like, oh my God, where are the lights? Let me turn them on.
Yeah.
And when I'm up there on my own, obviously sometimes you do hear like funny banging noises or.
So do you ever get that sort of feeling that someone's watching you?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Like it does feel like there's someone around, yeah.
But you never really feel like, I don't want to come in, or...
No, it doesn't make me feel uneasy. At first it makes me jump a bit, and then I'm like, right, okay, just calm down, it'll be all right, sort of thing. It was actually in this room that we're standing in now, the bedroom. My uncle Candid used to run this pub, and he said to me that he was asleep one night and he felt a knocking on his chest, which woke him up. And as he woke up, he could see something above him, leaning over him, and he said it was a boy, had long hair, and he said that he can remember the image as so clear that he could actually draw it. He also had a dog as well, that literally that night that it happened, the dog did not stop barking for about half an hour, 45 minutes. He said it really freaked him out, but he didn't have any problems with it. He just said that, it just woke him up one night.
I mean, I've heard quite a few noises down in the cellar. I think that's probably like I don't know why.
So you'd be working in the bar, you hear something fall over, or?
I think I've heard voices downstairs in the cellar. I mean, I was literally thinking about that for weeks on end.
Anything you can pick out, or just background voices?
It was pretty loud. I don't know what it shouted, but it was. I think I was downstairs getting some ice, and it literally made me jump so much. And just,
so are you okay going down into the cellar? Or?
Yeah, no. It freaked me out for a while, for a good couple of weeks, but after that, it seems to have calmed down a little bit now. But I don't really hear much now. But yeah, no, it's a bit creepy down there.
Anything else in the bar itself?
We've had coat guns come off a few times.
Yeah.
Footsteps go across the wall. Things like that, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
My initial fear for this building is it's an old coach house, and I can see people would come up from London, and this would be their interim stay. But I'm seeing there's a lady who was quite slender, in a long dress, dark hair up, who is beaten quite regularly by a man here. So were you just saying, Lee, that you see?
Yes, interesting you say that, because there's a lady that walks across the balcony area there. She goes from the front room, she kind of dashes across past the kitchen, and the doors open as she goes through. And then there's another incident that happens, is a lot of the time doors get kicked and punched. And I've actually physically seen the bottom of the door moving as if somebody's kicking it, and it bends out on the latch, and I've opened the door and there's been no one there. So yeah, it's interesting that you say that.
This fella had quite a temper, and she got the backlash of it all, and that was my first impression of this building here. This very unhappy lady who has got nowhere else to go as well. I want to go back away with that though. It could even been 1800s possibly.
One night I was going to the toilet, somebody was kicking the bottom of my door, and I opened the door, there's no one there, close it, go to walk through to the bathroom, bang, it's being kicked again, and you can, like I said, you can see it going like that. It's just bizarre that that's the first thing you've picked up on, and it was the most recent thing we've had happen as well.
Interesting. That is the strongest sort of echo that's still here. I think that's what she wants it to be known. It was an injustice what happened to her, and she didn't have the courage to get away, and she didn't have anywhere to go. So she had to stay here and put up with the abuse. It's funny because I see Oliver, you know, and the woman in that was loved him, but was treated quite cruelly. But I think she would have worked here as well. She was serving and you know, drinks and all that kind of thing. So she lived here. I was trying to get a name. Oh yes, Elizabeth, Lizzie. There's a Lizzie. He's really having a go at you, this fella. He does not like you being in here.
He doesn't like us being in here?
No. He's really being aggressive. You can see I'm pacing.
Because I can feel like you are.
He's really angry at you. He's going, get them out! Get them out! He doesn't want you in here. He doesn't like you in here at all. Mind your own business. It's none of your business what I did in here. Oh, go on. Do you know there was some involvement in sort of smuggling or something? There's something illegal that goes on through this building. And
I mean, this has been an inn for 1600s, so
there's something he doesn't want the police to know about. I can see the police are out there, and I don't want them coming in this building. You're snooping around, and I don't want you in here. I don't want you uncovering anything. And he feels like there's stuff hidden in here as well. In that corner there's barrels, and I don't know what it is. Some of it's alcohol. I'm seeing barrels of.
Is that what he's illegally doing then?
Or this? Sorry.
Is that what he's illegally doing? Is the
Yeah, it feels like there's alcohol, and it's coming in from somewhere else, and stuff's being smuggled. I'm trying to see what else. It'd be dark for tobacco, wouldn't it? Tobacco.
Could be. I mean, we're on a fairly major coaching route here.
I'm just seeing some like flakes as well, like leaves of something. It looks a bit like tobacco. But there's barrels in that corner, and there's ale that's visible. This is a storage place as well, but there's some stuff in that corner that shouldn't be there. He's saying it again. Get 'em out! Get 'em out! It's none of your business. He's really, do you know?
Do you pick up anything on this? I mean, this looks like something that's been bricked up here.
Oh, it's interesting, isn't it? Let me just try and touch it.
Could be nothing. It just looks like maybe something there.
I'm not sure. I'm seeing there was a hole there, and that sounds.
Yeah.
Whether that led to something else.
What sort of age are we talking
It's funny, you know, I'm kind of going back to that safe more.
All right. Okay.
But there was whether this is just a repair, whether it was a little secret something. Because in this corner, I feel there was stuff hidden.
Could have been some sort of hardy hole or some sort of thing like that.
Yeah, could well have been. That repairs. There's something been done more recently.
Yeah.
Do you know what? That feels like someone filled something up, and then it had to be filled up again because it crumbled or something. So that's been done a few times. That's not just one repair.
And this man, is he? What sort of age group would you say this man was? Is he kind of a youngish man, middle aged?
No, he's about 30s. I feel
Okay.
30s, and I think he likes to drink himself. That's what makes him nasty. He's in with not a good crowd of people.
Right.
He knows some bad people, and he gets particularly violent when he's been drinking himself. His teeth are really horrible, actually. You know, and
With smoking as well as the drinking and.
yeah, and do you know what? I almost feel like the name George is relevant for some reason. So this place has been renamed. Has it been renamed?
It's been George for I think 16.
Oh, it's always been.
No.
It was originally the Falcon Inn.
Okay, thank you.
years
Because
ago.
it doesn't
And
feel
then
like
then
it
it
was.
was renamed to the
Ah,
George
there we are.
after.
It was a falcon and then it was a beehive and then it was
Then
a
it's
George.
George.
So it might, not necessarily, in the time you're with this guy, it might not be George, it might be the falcon or the beehive.
Okay. Because he's talking about the name was changed,
Right.
but it's funny because it feels like the name. He's saying the name George is relevant. So whether that was his name as
Maybe that
well.
could be his name, yeah. Possibly.
Because it feels like it's his home, but there's links with Cornwall as well from here.
Oh, right.
Ships coming in off the coast, and then up into London,
Right.
and then up into here. It goes all the way down the country, and it even goes up to Scotland if need be. That's where we can.
Well, Cornwall's very famous for smuggled merchandise and
okay.
goods, isn't it? So, I mean, is
Okay.
that something that could
I could just feel
be
this
following
thread.
a trail up to here? Yeah.
All links through, and then it would take several weeks, but stuff can even go on up to Edinburgh as well. What is that? They didn't have drugs in those days, did they? Smoking stuff? Did they?
Sure.
It must be the
They
tobacco.
must have.
I'm seeing them smoking
Strong, I
something,
think,
and it
Yeah.
has an effect. But something comes in off the ships as well, and that's what gets moved up.
So do you think that's how he's making his money, really, by smuggling? Or it's sort of, it is the pub or the inn,
Yeah.
but part of that as well is the
It's both.
It's illegal.
Yeah, he's got that is a front, and there's another thing going on.
And that's why he's angry with us being in there.
Yeah.
Because he's
You
hiding
know,
things in there.
it's like it's almost like a mafia thing. I get the same kind of feel, you know, when you've got like a front, it's like you would have a restaurant that looks quite legit,
Yeah.
but there's other stuff going on in the back room and out the back.
Yeah.
He says it was going on for years, love. It was going on for years. It's been going on for years. It always has and it always will.
You were doing this a minute ago. Was it because he's got a beard?
He's got a beard.
Because you were doing that.
Yeah, he's got a beard. Well, we didn't shave in those days.
No,
His
but you
teeth,
just
got
feel-
teeth missing as well.
Right.
Horrible breath. This man doesn't take great care of himself. He's a bit of a drinker as well. And as I link with him, I don't feel he makes it to old bones, because I'm feeling there's something with his liver, too. And you know, I'm seeing there's like a stew, sloppy thing they would dish up. It's like he lives on this stew stuff quite a lot. It's just really easy to grab because it feels like there's no regular routine with him. He does stuff through the night, sleeps during the day, and this woman that lives here, this is what I was getting. This Lizzie,
Yeah.
it's either Lizzie, Eliza, it's something like that. There, Lizzie. She is taking care of things while he's off doing or sleeping, or she takes care of things there. They've got other staff as well. There's a younger lad as well that helps out, like a squire kind of type.
So are they married? Do you think this Lizzie and maybe George, do you think they're married?
She feels like his partner. Whether he ever married her, I'm not sure. Feels like a husband and wife, but I'm not seeing the bit of paper or the ring. But she's here with him. She's his girlfriend or his partner. They could be married. I'm just not really seeing this. It's hard to feel attachment with a man like that.
You see him quite violent guy.
He's horrible.
Yeah.
You know what? I keep seeing like in Oliver that, you know.
Sykes.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the sort of
style,
character. Yeah, you've got to pick a pocket or two, that kind of. Yeah, that kind of thing. And he's got his lady, but I don't know that he did right by her, because everything is for his own means, to his own devices, and I do as I please. You don't want to cross him. You don't want to upset him.
No.
He says he's got friends all the way down, all the way down the country. You don't want to upset him. There's someone stabbed around here as well.
Right. Or in his building or down there.
It's something to do with this bill. Because if you upset him, he'll get rid of you. He had someone stabbed, or he did it himself, or and it's not far from here. The stabbing was in one of these roads. It's like Sun Street or here. It's not far away. It was all to do with a row.
As in a murder, or are they dead?
The person he stabbed died.
Yeah.
Was it you that did it? None of your business. But I saw the knife. That's the sort of character he was. He would stop at nothing.
You were just saying something when we did come up here about a lady was
Yeah,
beckoning
she stood there and she's beckoning us to go. It's this lady that I kept seeing.
Really?
Come this way, come this way. Yeah, she wants us to go that way. I'm not sure if we're allowed in the rooms that she's calling us to, but this way, she's calling us there.
Alright, so this room we're going into now originally was the hayloft for the stables.
But that's got, like you say, a partition
It's got
wall there.
It's got a new wall
partition
in
there.
there. Yeah.
She, for some reason, she would sleep up here. She would stay up here, out of the way. It was safe for her.
Right.
This is what she makes me feel. I would.
Is she some sort of stable girl or something like that? Looks after horses or something?
Yeah, like a maid or something.
Yeah.
She wasn't this girl that we think Lizzie or Elizabeth, or it's not the same girl.
No, she's here with her, but this is where she sleeps, and she helps out round the place. She works here, she lives here, but she sleeps in there. She says it's safe in there. She's away from the men. The men are in there.
Right.
She's safe in there. This is my bedroom, so she sleeps up there, and she gets like she stays there for free. And she gets her room like that and board and food in return for working and helping.
Right.
She says she comes down and moves around the place.
Yeah.
But that's where she goes. That's out of the way. It's like her safe haven.
I wonder what's behind that then.
Don't know.
Is that because that's sort of, they just put that in there now, haven't they?
She loves it
So,
up there. She's kind of skipping around and
She's happy to be away from everyone.
She loves it up there. Well, she comes out and she's a bit frightened of everyone. She's quite a timid person. And when she comes here, it's like, thank God for that, peace and quiet for the night. Really quite cockney, and she came up here from London, and she's really cockney.
Right.
She's.
That's weird, you know. That computer is just running itself. So that was on when we. So we're not anywhere near that computer and it's switching itself on and off. That's bizarre, isn't it, Tony? Can't explain that.
Here, let go of your tail.
Well, there's likelihood to be a sort of spiritual attachment to
Well,
the
you've got
Ouija board.
two lights there, which, I mean, ordinarily that'd be on 0, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Right, okay, quick equipment overview. We've got the K2 meter and we've got the MEL meter as well, both measuring the electromagnetic field. Reason why we're measuring the electromagnetic field is because spirits are said to give off an energy which can be detected by these devices. Our favourite device obviously is this spirit box, which we use to communicate with the spirits. It scans AM and FM radio frequencies at 100 milliseconds. These are REM pods. We've got 2 of these little devices. They're still yet to find out what they can do. These work on static energy. So that's calibrated. Any static that comes near the device and will be alerted as so.
So, we're now in the hayloft,
Yes.
which is above the courtyard where the carriages used to come in. And we've had a good look round with Alex.
And she said that she thinks this is where about 10 people, 10 coachmen used to sleep.
Bed down, yeah. So there was a few names as well, which came up.
Particularly in the barn outside.
Upstairs, so maybe we could try the spirit box to see if he's around.
It's chittering away,
Yeah, it's chipping away. Yeah.
saying something.
So, have we someone called George here this evening? George, I know you're an angry man, but we don't mean you any harm. Is there anyone else here? Is there people staying here?
Yes.
Yeah. And I mean, you can feel the history of this room, can't you?
Yes.
I mean, it's still chattering away over there. Oh.
We were told by Alexandra there's a maid living up here as well, or somebody who helped out at the inn, who was very happy. She seemed very happy here. Is she here with us today?
Yes.
Is that George?
Yeah.
Is that you, George? Well, this room, Alex was saying to us, this was a bedroom.
Yes.
So this might be another good area to have a see
Do
if
the
we can
spirit
pick up with
box.
someone, yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I did see it.
Oh, who's here? There's somebody in with us here.
Can you make more lights go on? Can you make the lights go red?
Go and try harder.
Come closer.
This is going up as well, Tony.
Ooh. Oh gosh.
We've got 2.1. Yeah.
They're still, I'm still.
That's coming up as well.
Yeah, I'm on 3 lights.
Well, that's definitely indicating that
Something.
something's going on here. Well, we did say walking down towards this end of the building that you could feel the atmosphere almost
It's
change.
changing.
Yeah.
It is.
Damn, is it?
No, the lights have gone off on here now.
Is there anyone down this end of the building who'd like to say hello? There was a yes.
And that was a woman's voice.
Yeah, it was definitely. Now, was this your bedroom? Is this Elizabeth? Was that a no?
That sounds like a no. Give us some names.
Give us some names, yeah.
There's a woman there around now.
Yeah, it's a woman. Yeah. Let's have your name. Give us a name.
Well, you're the mistress of this house, if you will. What's your name?
It's still 0, isn't
I've just got the one light still.
Yeah.
Over here I had all 3, but...
it? It's bizarre. There was that sort of real influx of energy and stuff going on. As though it's like, what's going on, and they've
They
disappeared.
seem to have
Yeah.
almost scared away.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, we want to talk to you. Tell us your names.
So you don't know whether the guy who owns the place, this George, whether he's chasing people off.
He sounded like he wasn't a nice man when we
Well,
were...
when he spoke, Alex said he was saying, "Get out, get out."
Getting out.
Yeah.
Are you happy we're here? You like us being here, talking to you? Oh, I've got a light on.
Yeah, I'm getting some readings on this as well.
Are you over here? Come on, speak to us. I think you want to.
It's going back up again.
Yeah. Come on, I can feel you've just entered the room. What? Let's have your name.
Are you feeling cold from the inside? It's how you normally feel it, don't you? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling normal at the moment. Nothing.
No, I'm not feeling anything.
But that's not to say there isn't something going
Oh,
on.
you're here again?
There's someone definitely checking us out.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You having a look at us?
Let us know you're here. Throw something. Move something. So it was in this room earlier that we had the computer over in the corner there switching itself on and off, and we're definitely picking up stuff on the meters. So there surely is something going on in this room.
Got 2 lights again.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to be here, make another light go on. Tell us that you're here for a fact.
Come on, you can speak to me.
Why don't you touch one of us?
Did that just go up then?
Yeah, it went up. You're definitely here, aren't you?
Said something there.
It did say something then.
Yeah.
There's another light. Come on then. I think you want to say something to us.
Standing in the doorway. They have to come through to get out.
Good. Go on, touch Ray. You're here. I think you might want to touch Ray. Oh, yeah. Another light went on then.
Yeah?
Push him out the way. He's in the doorway now.
It's bizarre, I'm not feeling anything at all.
I'm not feeling like you felt, sometimes you feel that
No,
cold
I'm not
inside.
getting that at all, but there's definitely, I mean, these meters are very sensitive, so they're definitely picking up on something. We're in the middle of the room there, so...
There's 2 lights and that's been on quite a long time now.
Yeah, yeah.
You're in here.
Oh!
You felt it then? What, something go through you?
Yeah, almost like came through low level, like a cold through my legs. It could have gone sort of through like that. I don't know.
Okay. You're going through Ray. Touch his legs again.
Ooh, ooh,
Oh no, so behind you now.
ooh. Oh, I've gone really shivery now.
And it's actually quite warm in this bit.
Yeah.
I've got 2 lights on.
You know that feeling where you sort of, everything's sort of goosebumpy,
Yes.
like that?
You're feeling it.
Yeah. From behind, actually. I think something went out. It might be worth coming through here. Wow, wow.
What was that?
Is it the young girl?
Is it Mike? Is that you, Mike?
Did something happen on these stairs?
I don't know.
Because it's... Did someone fall down these stairs?
No.
No. What's...
Anything on this, Tony?
0.5.
This could be a small bedroom, couldn't it?
Said yes.
Come on, you can tell us your name. Let's have your name.
John. The John now.
So many people have stayed here. You see, if this is a coaching inn, and it was built in 1675, you think how many people
People have been walking through these
been walking
doors
through here
and lived here.
Maybe
And
lived here. I mean, we could be opening a can of worms, literally. I mean, there could be hundreds of people. You see, you can hear dormant names all the time.
talking all the time now, aren't they?
Yeah. We've got a reading of 18 on this meter here.
And 3 lights.
Three lights on the EMF meter reading.
Which isn't going off.
Which is I mean, that's dropped down to 3.5 now, Tony.
3.5, yeah.
That went from 18 down to 3. I mean, something's just come through this bar, hasn't it?
Oh,
What?
someone touched my arm.
Oh.
Someone just touched my arm. On my here.
Yeah.
I just felt something.
See, that's disappeared now.
Like, and that's gone now. So whatever it was, it just tugged my arm. It went like that.
Wow. That's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone. You touched my arm. Do it again. It's 3. Right, what we got here? Electric sockets or? I've still got 3. And there's nothing here now. I'm near the window. Who just touched my arm? Someone just pulled my sleeve. It's
Still
like,
on
Yeah,
3.
random readings all through
Yeah.
this part. It's got that point A. It went up to point 2 over there. It's gone back to 0.
Look at that one.
it's just it's on 3. Come on, make it go 4 lights. Come on, prove us you're here. It's just
Stuck on 3.
something's here. Who are you? Go on, tell us who you are.
So we've got a reading of 2.8 in this corner, 2.5. So there's definitely activity in
There's
this bar.
big activity in this bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps we should put the spirit
Well,
box.
you think
It's not going
this has
on.
been an inn since the 1600s? How many people have sat here and had a pint? Let's have a name. What's your name?
Say it again.
Said it again as well. You might be able to pick that up on the playback.
You the spirit that watches us as we closed out. There's something over there. Yeah. Do you throw the glasses?
I get the feeling there's someone here watching us now, because these are on all the time.
Yeah.
This is on 1.5. It hasn't moved. And that's on.
Go on, do another light.
Tell us to go away.
Something going on in the background there. Right,
Stella.
just go.
Yeah.
Still 3. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's not going off at all.
Yeah, no, it's
That's just not going off at all.
That's the problem I had with the EMF reader on my phone. I had to set a baseline of there because it's just constantly at that level, and then every now and again you get something spike
Goes up
up
a
from
bit.
that. Yeah.
Well, last time we were here, it was a cellar where we picked up so much activity. So we're going to go there now. Come on, let's go.
Turn off everything that makes noise. As quiet as possible for you.
Still got 3 lights on.
All the noisy stuff is off. That's all the electric.
Still got the 3 lights on.
Someone's down here.
But it's about at this point where the landlord, Lee, he reported last time we were here that something was actually thrown at him when he was standing at this spot.
Do it again then. Throw something at us.
God, I don't like it down here. You can fully understand why the staff don't like coming down here.
Yeah, it's just so.
You wouldn't want to be down here on your own.
No,
put
you
it
wouldn't want to be
that
down
way.
there.
No. Sis.
No. Not nice down here on your own.
No. Say Ray then.
You want Ray down here on his own? Lockdown.
No. I'm not doing it. Bev.
I thought he said Bev
That's it, it said Bev there. Did you hear that?
Stop. He said.
Bev, stop.
Do you want Beverly to stay?
Bev is a bit annoyed that being a woman and everything.
Definitely
George wasn't.
definitely said Bev then.
Do you not like me down here? No.
No.
Is it not a woman's place down here? I should be upstairs. That was really weird. That was so loud though. Those footsteps, weren't they? I mean, both you and I looked at each other as if to sort of go together. Someone's upstairs.
So, we were in here 5 minutes ago.
Yes.
And we were talking about the lights on the EMF meter.
Yes.
And we heard these loud footsteps come across this floor, this ceiling above us.
I mean, really loud.
Really loud. Hopefully,
Someone was
hopefully it's
banging
someone's-
upstairs on.
And Lee's just come down and what did I say?
I went upstairs to tell Stephen off and said, look, they're filming in the cellar, don't walk behind the bar.
Yeah.
And he was upstairs in the kitchen, so he's 2 floors above us, eating Chinese.
And he hasn't been down it?
Hasn't been down.
So they've
As
been-
soon as we came in the cellar, he went straight upstairs to plate up his Chinese. He was halfway through when I got walked in there. So I went to say, look, don't walk behind the bar. And he said, what are you on about? I came straight upstairs. So he'd
That
gone
is
straight upstairs.
exactly the sort of thing that you said has happened to you before. On
Yeah,
several
yeah.
occasions.
Yeah, that's the most common thing we hear is footsteps when there's no one
And
around.
that's not just the old creaky floorboard. That was literally boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Someone walking across.
It was almost shaking.
Yeah,
It
really
felt like someone was
loud.
shaking. Yeah.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
So the last time it happened, there was nobody else in the building. So it was everyone. There was 5 of us standing at the bar, and there was no one else in the building. And we heard the footsteps as loud as that going across the ceiling upstairs in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard it down here a couple of times. But when you're down here, you never know if
No.
there's people up in the pub because there's always footsteps when we're open.
Yeah.
And that's why my initial thought was it was Stephen, but no, he'd gone straight
I
upstairs.
mean, we didn't really pick up on it at the
No.
time because we did think it was someone in the bar. But like you say, if everyone was upstairs,
Yeah, so there were 2 floors above us.
That's
So it
quite
couldn't have come down
They
that
couldn't
loud.
have come. It was just
Can't
so
explain
loud
that.
though.
What happened down here?
because I reckon these tunnels run the length of this street. That's what Andy was saying. It's blocked up.
That would
there.
that makes sense.
Probably
wouldn't it?
runs down to the
To the
Priory or something
Priory.
like that, yeah. we're just saying you can see these tunnels. There's one here that's blocked up, and it runs all the way through out the other side. So we reckon these are old either priest escape tunnels or something like that from the priory, possibly. Are you still here with us?
Tell you, I've still got 3 lights here.
That's really odd.
That's not going.
God.
That's someone following you.
Yeah.
Following us. Keeping an eye on us.
Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's back. Ooh.
Something here, Tony.
Stay there, man.
Oh, sorry, stay here. It's not going, is it?
Something down here with us.
Who are you?
It's gone. Oh, it's bouncing. Can you make the red light go on?
That's weird, isn't it?
Seems to be around you, you know.
Me again.
Let me just switch this.
Are you trying to communicate with Beverly?
Yeah, I'll go closer to bed.
Yeah.
It's me. Is it around me then? It's going around me again?
No, it's...
Oh no, it's staying there now.
No, it's staying,
It's not me.
yeah. No, look, it's dropped. It's not on you.
Nothing on me.
Oh.
But ever since I've been holding that, since we've started in the bar, that's been 3
It's all
lights
3,
and it
yeah.
hasn't gone down on me at all.
That's back straight away to 3.
Are you around me?
Are you attached to Beverly?
Can you switch that on and off?
This?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it's still going for
Are
it.
you attached to Beverly? Is that a yes?
I think so.
What do you want from me? Oh, I didn't say then. I didn't like it, whoever it was. Is it because I'm a woman?
Since we were in the bar upstairs, something grabbed your arm,
Yeah, let's tug
and
on.
that's followed us around the bar and down into the cellar. And those lights are not moving, are they?
I've had the 3 lights.
It's almost something that's it's got its arm round you, pretty much.
Actually, it's funny you should say that. My shoulder's aching when you just said that.
Well, it's
It's
not
like-
going away because when we took it away from you, they dropped off. They dropped down.
Maybe it's just because, I mean, there's supposed to be a man here.
Bev again.
What do you want from me?
That's 3 times I've heard the name Bev.
Do you think that's what it is?
Yeah. Can't please to get out of there. Right, so we've moved outside into the old barn, or the old stable, and this is where Alex was saying to us,
A very angry man.
very angry man, a very angry presence here.
Are you happy we're in here now? You don't mind us being in here?
That was probably the strongest one we've had all night.
Did you hear that voice?
Yeah, was that?
But it's not over there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I heard that.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Well, the George certainly lived up to its reputation this evening as
It
the
did.
most haunted pub in Hitchin.
Definitely.
Started off quiet, but as we went round, you could definitely feel there was someone following us around, particularly
With that down in the cellar and in the bar.
in the bar
And
itself.
it just, But I think the freakiest bit for me was those footsteps.
Well, we both sort of dismissed it at the time.
We did.
Because we just thought it was someone in the bar, one of Lee's friends, but he's gone and checked it out, and they're all 2 floors up.
But it was so noisy.
Yeah.
It just sounded like someone was just literally walking about up there. I wish we kind of paid more attention to it, really.
And then we had the bizarre thing with the computer as well.
Again, that was bizarre, where it just turned itself on.
I mean, that doesn't happen, does it?
No. Again, we thought somebody had just turned it on downstairs, and we realised actually it was the computer.
I think Lee, the landlord, he really sort of summed it up, really. There's things going on here, and he just lives with it, because if he didn't live with it, he'd scare himself out of the place.
He's been here for a couple of years, and he sort of says to the entity or whatever, I'm
cool with it.
Yeah. We've got to live together, so let's get on with it.
So, again, I think we could label this the most haunted building in Hitchin, I think.
Yeah.
For now, so. Anyway, for now, this is Ray Cordell and Bev Kinsey. We're Haunted Hitchin. Back to the studio.